baby said that they don't got a future like it burns. So give him something worse to kill his head with, make him forget somehow. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Sorry, this won't be enough this time. Yeah, he's calling all his friends to get some action and distract him right now. He's fine, got Lucy on the line, let's get this started. Where's the party tonight? I feel good, nothing weighs me down. I can't believe my luck right now. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Ooh, who needs a job to pay the rent? He's busy. Gotta feel free sometimes, right? What doesn't make you will only make you stronger if you believe what they say. Might be that another day she would have wished to stay, but they're done. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Baby said that they don't got a future like that. It hurts, so give him something worse to pass the time. Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some?
Check 1 2 1 2.
Damn, feeling lucky. How about most streets? Us two in these streets. Diamonds on my feet. Caught up in these talks. Circling my head top. Should've been more cautious. Now I got what I wanted. Many I've been here before. Made it out of 11 more. Like my phone CoinEx, so I can't stop. I want it all. Listen up, I'm calling you. I need you to tell the truth. Remember when you wanted to. Remember that I said what you.
Check. Here we go. He always says that.
This time he said it early though. That gives him time to get to the button. See, you just ain't looking at it the right way. Notice he hadn't pressed that button yet.
You got a point there. He's kind of slow with that. Do something about that. My gosh, he still hasn't pressed it.
Yeah, I know that's what I've been telling you, man. But at least he said it early. So he might do it on time this time. Nah, come on.
How's it gonna be? Wanna eat these centipedes? Where we gonna go? You're gonna need these calories. Giving me a treat to refill these batteries. Then you only them on your knees. There's no way to dream. Ooh, it's sneaking up on you.
Technically, he's 5 minutes late in what he normally does this stuff. Oh, good point. I don't think he's gonna do it. Oh, he ain't gonna do it. Hey, holy shit.
Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with Road Dog. Taking a look at this market on a Friday night. Thank you everyone for being here. If you join me tonight,
now or watching later, because my TA go for a long time. It go for a long time. Seeing what's about popping on the market. Ondo's still holding up pretty well. Beam's doing pretty good. Jasmine. Man, I missed that one. Oh, and I thought I had some of you, but it was the MexC exit that I'm having to go through to come off of the MexC Exchange, that I think that's where I had to cut that bag at one point before she exploded. Can't win them all, but gosh darn it. The signs were on the wall a long time ago. It was getting ready to pump. Good. And anyway, see what's happening here with Bitcoin as we just kind of hang out here. I'm on a 6-minute chart. This is a tiny time frame. But we're respecting the trend line. Respect my trend line. Got a V-shaped recovery right there. Got another little one there. I know. Lots of people looking for that shoulder, head and shoulder. Yeah. About that. It's a great shape, but you know, just because we got little wiggly lines that look like it doesn't mean that that's necessarily what they are. But, you know, then we start splitting hairs and stuff. Easiest thing that I can do is stick with the major trend lines, which identify one of two things, you know, a channel that we're in. Yeah, I got some confluence right to here. Candle top with bad angles. William D. Gann, big proponent of angles. That's where I get this from. And he had a lot more mysteries solved than I've come even close to dreaming about when it comes to trading. The man figured out the market, time and price, knowed how to square it. He could predict it very accurately. And he took those secrets to the grave. Well, most of them. So the most important ones, but he's got a lot of cool ones out there. So shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, W.D. Gann. He's my hero. He was a unique feller, I can tell you. Very insightful. Anyway, we're showing some signs, man. It's looking kind of nice that maybe we are respecting this major trend line there, or main trend line on this particular time frame. Let me color code these a little different so they don't get too confusing. So you got lots of little ideas going on here. You got to zoom out to really appreciate the big picture on Bitcoin, and that's what I always recommend. How the hell you going to know where you're going if you don't know where you come from? And people forget where they come from all the time, just looking for the little local thing that's going on. Yeah, there might be a flag there. People calling for a flag. Shit might be it. Biggest thing I'm looking for is this trend line holding. Because that trend line breaks, that flag don't mean crap. But a bounce off of that trend line, might be a nice bigger move. But keep in mind, even on the bigger time frame, you're still in a channel, baby. That's going to be your limits. Now, if you take a measured move to the top of here, well, we'll just go straight above it. Don't worry about taking a measured move. Just go straight above it. And always take a measured move if you want. Nothing against that. It's kind of a pretty big one there if you want to go with it. But it does take us right up to the top of the channel there. Notice I put it down on the bottom line. I didn't stick it up here on the top. Because if it's a flag, did y'all know this? Did you guys know this? That there's like rules to this stuff? There's some basic good guidelines that you can go by. And this is when I give a shout out to Thomas Bukowski, the other GOAT that I just really appreciate, and a lot of my good juicy sauces comes from Mr. Bukowski, author of the chart pattern, Encyclopedia of Chart Patterns. This man did all the work, and if you're wanting to know the end-all be-all patterns, because he's dissected them forward, backwards, inside, and out, and he actually did retire from his trading experience and his trading money in his early 30s, and then became an author and made all that author money while he kept trading. Anyway, he did it right, and he's got this information out here for free, by the way. You don't have to pay for this unless you want to buy his books, which I do. I have his books. Anyway, point you in the right direction. I'll let you do your own homework and go there and figure it out yourself. Just take my word for it. Don't trust, verify. I'm gonna send you for some homework. You want to find out the truth, you put it on the bottom of it. I would show you. I don't want to bore you, though. Some people just don't care. They say just, let's get to my altcoins, dang it. Before we get to the altcoins, man, we got to make sure Bitcoin's happy, because if Bitcoin ain't happy, they ain't nobody happy. Got a trend line down there. I'm going to tighten up here on the daily chart. Remember, we're looking at angles and support and resistance. Lucky there, ladies and gentlemen. This is the idea that I've been looking at for a long time. Actually, this big channel, we come back and we retested that same little area, that same line for support. To me, I'm taking that as a very good sign. Now, let me throw this little idea at you. See if we're retesting this channel. We come right up to the same little idea. 76, 8, 8, and 9. Two different measure moves taken two different ways, giving me confluence with this area right up here. Just right about, well, this one's actually just a little bit more. That one's coming in at 77, 379, but right at the general area, right at the top of this trend line. Where Bitcoin might be heading. Don't think it's going to be a straight line up like this. It can be jaggedy. It may take it a long time. It may not even come close to the top of that trend line by the time it gets there. It may just kind of ride this up to get those targets. All different ways to get there. I don't know how it's going to get there. I just know that that's the juicy price to look for. Two things. Awaken ship pour. Oh no, Bitcoin. But right now, what's she going to do on the weekend? Well, we're going to let the whales come in and have some fun with Bitcoin. They're going to trip us up, mess around with our emotions and everything. And then hopefully, maybe late Sunday night, maybe Sunday during the day, right before CME opens, we will probably start seeing a little hint of the true move that will be coming this week. A little hint of it. But we can expect some movement on Sundays, I'm pretty sure. Maybe even Friday night. Right now, honestly, my Ichimoku Cloud looking bearish, man. She got some bearish things to say, but overall, our momentum is still to the upside on this 4-hour time frame. So it looks like they might have some fun and games and really try to mess with our heads this weekend. I don't know. Let's extend that out to the weeks. Give us a little playroom so we don't freak out as much here. So Bitcoin checking out the old dominance here, getting another rejection against this new trend line we got. All right, we lowered the bar there, taking the new information. We were in a tighter channel right here. Now we're taking our new information, and now we got a bearish retest there. Yeah, kind of what we were kind of expecting there. That'll be good for altcoins, hopefully, but altcoins are getting hit a little bit. They're finding some support here. About the $658 billion area that's been supporting it for the last 2 days, bouncing off that area. Others, which also represents our altcoins, just a little difference in the charts there, but got a nice bounce off of this trend line here, so we could possibly see might see a little uptick in some altcoins this weekend. That would be cool, but the real thing I want to know is what I say every weekend, man, is retail here. Is retail here. Hey, Mark, come on, bet me on. Shout out to everybody here in the chat. I got DP, I got Crypto 420. What's up? And somebody saying, yo, Strega. So Strega here. What's up, Strega? Don't see Strega yet, but oh, there's Strega. What's up, Strega? Strega is probably my OG on the channel here. One of my OGs on the live stream, definitely. Let me know when Mr. Miles gets here, because I'm saving a coin that he likes, not Caspa. It's another one that I was that I do have a little bit of, but I bought more today because it's at a good place on the chart, and I was refreshing on why I liked it in the first place, and I forgot. Dang, it actually is a really good one to talk about. So we'll do a little look at a particular coin here in a minute. I want to take a quick look at Ori chain. We haven't talked about that one in a while. I'm still in this one. I got it working for me over on Ori Dex.
So I'm doing DeFi with this one and got it staking and all that good stuff. It's one of my longer term holds, and I saw some good potential of it in it. I remember coming out at around $8 before I caught wind of it. Never heard of it or paid attention to it. Cosmos Ecosystem Chain project. She's done some really nice things. Been following it in the falling wedge, and you could look at that, you know, the nice little rounding shapes we got here, head and shoulders. If you want to look at it that way, I don't see a solid neckline, but still, we got what we needed. Even if you look at it just the double bottom, we got what we needed. Falling wedge. Still hadn't met the target that we had here for that move. We're looking for $26, $22 was the measure move on that. Hasn't quite hit it, but look what we have done. Oh, and we haven't even looked at this in a while. So she was in the channel, broke out to the upside, went parabolic. This is what we can expect when we get a breakout of one of these channels, because they're not supposed to do it. So when they do it, it's an awesome move. It's part of my strategy. Love that. You hear me talk about this all the time. Unfortunately, when she got done with it, she came back, retested the trend line, and fell right through it. Where'd she go? When she comes back into the pattern, we talk about it all the time. You got to look at the bottom of the original pattern you came from. Well, we always need to look back and see where we come from. I see so many people get up and they're all just always looking at what little flag that we're on in this time frame, trying to figure out what's going on. And I just keep saying, man, if you just kind of look, zoom out and look at where you come from, you got a little bit of an idea what's going to play out. We had it marked down here at 987. If this area didn't hold, that's why it's orange. We're saying we're looking, hoping for a bounce. We need to see a bounce from there. Didn't get it, you know. That's what we talked about ahead of time. I didn't do it because I'm holding the sucker. I'll just buy more when she's down here because, like I said, I got her all tied up in DeFi. Here we are bouncing off the trend line around 981. She actually got down to 902. So
You suck, road dog. You didn't nail it to the penny.
yeah, you're never going to make any money if you got that kind of mentality. You want to come around through that area. What you want is where places change trends. When the downtrend ends, you want to try to find areas where that will turn around. It could have turned around here. It didn't. That's why that's orange. It did turn around here. Or that should have been a green, though. We should change that. I try to use red for sales. Anyway, now we kind of fuzzed the line on this whole pattern here. We got new information and stuff, and we should probably take a new look at where I chain with all the new goody stuff we got, right? So, even though we didn't quite get our measure moved yet, I think we nailed what was going to go on with the price action pretty well. Our $16 target did hit right there, and at the time when she was first moving up there, what would you think? Ooh, yeah, she went right to it. A little bit over, went 1741 technically. And then she came down and decided, oh man, I want to do a little bit more. Went all the way up to $20 for a chain. Now, if you're looking for a place where you might want to buy it, she might be coming around to 1133 or maybe a few cents under. For all you anal people out there. Not that there are any anal people out there. It's just a little voice in my head. 200 moving average might get touched. You might see something like that, but more likely we're looking at coming back down a little bit more. Now, this is where I like to use my little fibs and see if I got a little trick. 786 retracements in the area. 618 at $12.15. $12.15, you might see something there. Might get a bounce there, so mark that one down. We'll draw a line there. That is our little 618 Fibonacci. And we're about done with our chain. I just got to give it a little target area to look at mine. Not everybody likes where I chain. So 12.15, 11.33. Meta likes it. And I'm still looking for $22 and $26 to come. And when you start looking, 30. When we get back to 36 or 37, that's when we can start having a little bit more. Have to put up a little bit more of a fight to get past those areas. It's going to take a little bit to get past $46, but that's a great target. Can you imagine this going to $46? All you guys that follow me on this when we were because we were, we didn't forget about it when it was down here at $2. I got videos back there talking about it, and she's up nice. A nice little long-term toe. She's paying out, baby. did almost a 10x, already. Nice string coin. I expect some things to come from. I expect some stuff to come from its own Cosmos ecosystem. Anyway, let's talk about something else. Hey, Mr. Miles, just in time. We know the voices in Red. I can't even say my name. Road Dog's head talks about anal. Well, it's analysis, but anal for short. Anyway, Mr. Miles. Yeah, I know. I got way too many coins. I admit that, but I think you'll be proud of me today because I bought more Flux. And you mentioned that one last night as one of your top 3, and I hadn't looked at it in a while, and I decided I would revisit it again. And not only is it a good place in the charts, but we got to go over just the basic information about Flux because you probably want to know about this. If you're not familiar about it, at least have it on your radar. Not trying to shield, just showing you what I did today and why I did it. Okay. Flux, 93, almost 94 cents. Market cap's 327 million. Still relatively a small market cap, right? Total supply. Now, I'm going to admit to a mistake here because the information I was reading today about Flux was telling me it was less than total supply in there. I was going by my CoinEx information. So, yes, I might be a little surprised here if I find something a little different. I saw 21 million, which really won me over. So I'm having to mentally adjust this 440,000 we got here. All right, we're going to come over to Tokenmetrics. It's a proof of work thing. Let me get a good description of her. Comprehensive decentralized computing platform offering blockchain as a service solutions akin to interoperable decentralized Amazon Web Service environment powered by its native proof of work coin. And we're going to do a little analysis over here on Tokenmetrics and see how she stacks up over here for investor. I bought, she's got a strong buy as trader because it's got a nice setup from what I saw. And a buy sign for investor right now. Again, market cap, all-time high on Flux so far has been $3.33. That's as high as we've seen it. It's got 440 million. 440 million. 440, yeah! 8440. If you're a music freak. All-time low was a penny. That would have been a great place to get. Okay, so valuation, investor grade high, 72.9%. It's got good fundamental grade, 75%. Valuation grade's right in the middle. It's still a good buy. I know, we try to look for them over here at 90% and stuff like that. Still, those are few and far between. Most of them you'll find are way over here somewhere. So it's at a good spot. Technology grade, now that's one of the higher ones that I've seen, 75%. Most of them don't make it that high. So she's got some good fundamental things going on, in my personal opinion. I would advise you to do a look at it because I'm looking at the information on it. I'm very impressed. The Flux operating system built on Linux delivers verified benchmark high availability compute power, ensuring transparency and governance by the blockchain. So it can do a lot of stuff. Decentralized exchange. Flux focuses on offering better DEX solution, aiming to enhance user experience and efficiency in decentralized trading. So that was one of the things I really liked about it too. So they've got a plan ahead there on this chain. So I just want to throw it out there, not chilling. Nobody has to get it. Let's look at the chart, see what the chart says for Flux. And I'll tell you what I did. I was over on CoinEx and I just borrowed 500 off my Bitcoin. went over, bought me $500 worth of flux, put it back into spot margin, and then I used that as collateral, and I borrowed $750 off of that. And I've got orders stacked all the way down to get her on any low lows that we might be getting with flux, which I don't think we're going to get because she looks kind of juicy. I want to clear all this stuff out because I just got all these lines. And we're going to take a little look at flux. Flux, you got up to, now it's at all-time high. Coin market cap 333, so I don't know what this week is. We got 342 on this particular chart. Swing high to swing low, going all the way to the low. Tell me where price is going to go. And we identify our accumulation area. This is kind of important. So for some of you guys that feel like you haven't got into altcoins early, and it doesn't just apply to this one, but we see this on several coins. They all don't fall into this category, but if you can take a fib and you see that you're below the 236, a major fib from the big pull on a bigger time frame. This is back when it was at around its all-time high here, according to Tokenmetrics. Swing high to swing low, and this will be our accumulation area. This was the great places. You can even tighten it down, but for our cases, we're right here where we're testing it, trying to break above that. And so that's kind of an important move. She's lining up, saying she's getting ready to do something. So that's why I'm bringing it to our attention here on this channel, and also just sharing what I did and what my thoughts are. That's all I do here. So we got a nice trend line right here from this bottom to there, and it held that really nice. It really, really respected that. So that, I mean, this is the line. This is the trend. We didn't quite make it down here. She might get rejected this 100 and come all the way down, retest the 200. That can happen. We could get in a range here. Just looking at this rounding shape we got here. It may do it, it may not. All we can do is just follow its trend line, and it's deviating from it. When I see them deviating, like this one doesn't come down and fully touch it and it keeps going up, that's bullish. That's the first sign of a parabolic move, is when you don't really, you start going on a total different trend like this. And then they just gradually start moving up. So I see some good possibilities here. Now, if she comes down, like I said, man, I've got orders stacked all the way down to 79 cents. So if she comes down, I'm catching it. And some people would disagree with me doing that. That's just one way that I build a bag with this spot margin strategy. I'm layering in, I'm pyramiding in. My biggest orders are down here, and the tiniest little bits here. It's like dipping a candle in the wax, and I don't know. Anyway, this trend line should hold. If it doesn't, well, we got a big problem with flux here at the beginning of the bull market. The odds are on my side. This is going to be winning, especially all the signs I get here from my moving average. I just got a sign saying here on the daily, and it's been coming on the daily, that we might take a little vacation down a little bit. I don't know how far down we're going, because things are looking pretty good. We got a 100, or we got 200 moving average, a 100 moving average. They're both up and to the right. We see we're in the middle of a red cloud, which usually sucks us in and spits us out above a little sliver of a green cloud if we're really lucky. We've been respecting. She's been respecting her trend. I'm going candle bodies to candle bodies here on the daily. Still don't have a solid. There we go. So good flux. There's an area down here. And maybe she only comes down to 91 cents and my orders don't get filled. That's the chance I'm taking. If I see that happen, flux comes down here and finds support here. Oh baby. Well, I take some of these orders and I just start layering them in here. And once I get convinced that we are on an upward trend, well, I'll just take that money, put it in here. We'll ride it on up. My average entry on this from my previous position was just 84 cents. So I'm not sure. I've had it for a while, so I think I must have caught it. I don't know if I caught it over there or did it. This is April. I'm not really sure. I'll have to see. It should tell me when I bought it. But flux, got that one out there. Just talking about it. I didn't set up any targets or anything, did I? So if I do my analysis here and I go swing high to swing low, we've got 786 retracement. That could be a definite bottom area. She's respecting it. 618's been getting rejections. Might she break up and start stair stepping her way up? I'm thinking so. $1.32 could be coming out of flux. Considering we're at 94 right now, that's a pretty good come up. That's not the big juicy thing to share though. The juicy one I would share. Swing high to swing low. Tell me what price is gonna go. Personally, if I dare to sell any, I would be saving the majority of my bag to take profit on these areas in 191 and 205, where we could suffer a bigger pullback, and therefore I would have dry powder if I so choose to buy back cheaper when we would possibly fall to, I don't know, back down here to this area about $1.30. And I know this sounds crazy, but we got a nice round in shape. We got our triangle right here. And now we're getting the megaphone. And wouldn't it be crazy if she went up and made a third touch? Well, I know it sounds crazy until that one day and you look back and we come back and check on this flux. Check on these things, and we've got this pattern that we've seen so many times before, especially when she's in the bottom area. And by gosh, she's touching the top of the pattern again. It's been known to happen before plenty of times on this channel. Flux. What else you guys got for me? Anybody got any coins for me? Because I got some, and I don't know if you want to look at them. I'm just going to check my bags. How's everybody doing, man? Mr. Miles says if Flux can take even a small percent away from AWS, you'll get several factors of increased price. We need to get away from Amazon Web Service, man. That's where all the proof of stake stuff that you think is so decentralized is all on Amazon and a few other places. It's not decentralized. You guys ever heard of the NSA, the CIA, FISA warrants? We don't. If you guys haven't seen the news today, it's pretty much official that we have not lost our republic here in the United States. We still have our republic. It is now a banana republic in the United Social States of America. And the crazy stuff that whatever, this is beyond the administration, man. We're talking the unelected bureaucrats, man. That's what deep state is. It's those old farts in there that never have to retire if they don't want to. They can stay in there until they're 80 years old. As long as they can stay in there. However it works, I don't know. Conspiracy theory, or it's just the natural way things go. But, you know, you got people that think that they can protect your freedom by taking your freedom away from you. I don't know if it's planned, but this is where we're headed. We got so many laws and policies and ordinances and everything else that's against the Constitution. We just need to get back to the Constitution. This country needs to get back to God and the Constitution, and then things fall together. And when we get away from it, well, this is what the hell we get. Well, look around and see if you recognize this country. Does it look anything like 1950s, 1960s America? Some ways it's better, some ways it's worse, but does it look like the 80s? Can you do the things you used to do in the 80s or the 90s anymore? Or would you go to jail for a lot of that? Would you get canceled? Mr. Miles says Flux launched in 2018. It's a good sign the project's well supported and to still be alive. Yeah. And still being upgraded. Originally it's called Zellcash. Oh, really? They rebranded to Flux in 2021. I liked it. And I like that idea behind it. We need that. I got on a tangent, something about proof of stake. Proof of work. I started out as a hobby miner. Until they caught on fire one day. It wasn't the miner's fault, it was the squirrel's fault. Gosh darn it. Freaking squirrels. About burned down my whole neighborhood. Wanted to. Meme on Solana called FJB. Very new. Let's see. Mr. Miles says I'm missing the 90s for sure. Striker says I can still use a car rear mirror. We still have that freedom. I don't know how long it's going to be there. May not be able to own a car before too long, so that one might be. I don't think they're going for the mirror. They're going for the whole car. Proof of scam, I mean proof of stake. Okay. Okay, so we got a request. I see in the request from Maneki. Or Maneki. We did Flux, and what was the other one? FJB. Alright, so we gotta go to Dex Tool to do FJB. And this is Shark Cat. Did you do anything? What, on the 4 hour? I'm gonna tick her up. I'm wondering about this one. It's one of the little memes I'm playing. We need to go to FJB. Is this first name Franklin? Oh, is it just FJB? Okay, I gotcha. That would be the only way I would think that this coin would sell if it was a Let's Go Brandon type thing. Oh my gosh. All right. 91 out of 99 deck score. Not a honeypot. Making dreams get. Okay, the description, and you probably can't see this right behind me. Making memes great again with our web-based. Okay, that didn't tell me nothing. Make memes great again. FJB. Well, she's definitely on a tear to the upside. So we can get a, I don't know, 5 minute. I need a 15-minute. That'll work. She came out, went sideways, and now she's on a tear lately. Now, well, until just now. Oh, it's not official, but it looks like she's going to be breaking that trend line now. This would be if I were trading. And we got Hakanashi candles too, so it's probably going to do something. Hakanashi spells out the trend. If it's green, it's on a good trend. When they start going red, you own the bad trend. So Hakanashi helps you out too. It takes all that little noise out of the candles there. The Christmas tree candles. I was going to show them, but I'm not familiar with texting. Anyway, my point is, this is breaking this trend line that's my exit point if I'm trading. That's just what I do, because the trend is getting ready to change. We're breaking the trend line, trend's changing. It means we're going to go to a downtrend, and then we got to see where we might possibly start breaking up. So between here and wherever that is, that's drawdown, and I don't like drawdown that way. Poor trade. If you holding, well, I mean, that's up to you. If you holding, you could sell a little bit and buy more when she gets cheaper, because you'll probably come down and retest this area. 0.005, we're at 0.00607 right now. That will be the first level. That's a support resistance flip right there. And we had Maneki. Or Maneki. It's Japanese, right? Maneki. 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 Yeah. So it'd be MexC. It's Japanese, right? Whoa, look at you! Nice. I like that. That is awesome. So a scallop has a good chance of coming back up to where it started, which would actually be up here at 0.027. It's yellow. So why are you yellow? Oh, I bet I did, must have did one of these guys. Did I do that? Oh, I didn't do that, but, oh, I think I did do that and drug it down here because why would I do that? Okay, let's change that. So it was yellow. There's probably some form of 618 bid there, but I got a 227 and a. Well, there's a 2618. I just altered that line. I don't know why I got price over here. I don't know what. Is that where I was looking at it? I'm on the daily chart. I have no idea. Wait, we look at it on the very first day it came out or something? Was it doing something crazy? Oh, she was in one of those, which is a bearish pattern. Huh. I don't remember. Looks like our doc. No, she's got a good chance of coming right back up there for real. And now we got more information on her. What see what we got there. Top, bottom, we're at the 618 now. Well, she's trying to break through. She wants to break through that. Wow. And there's our trend line, and we are deviating from it. So we got this one. And this is the one we're playing right now. So that would be the trend line to watch if she breaks. She starts going on a big tear from that. Well, that's when you go down to a smaller time frame. You start tracking that trend line. Like here, come down to the 1 hour. And we start tracking that trend line. And you can decide if you want to take profits there or not. Maybe you want to wait till it breaks this trend line. Maybe you don't want to take profits at all. I don't know. I'm just giving you a way to hear lots of people say, I don't know when to get out. I can't tell when the price is far away from the 21 and even average. You ain't got to. You just use a trend line. I don't know why it's not top more. It's just not. That's one of the biggest things that has made a difference in my trading is that trend line. That helps me avoid a lot of downside when I'm. But you gotta be on it or be setting stop losses below that trend line. She's working on getting some upside. Let's cheer her on and hope she can do it. She's going to try now. Now, I don't think she's going to be successful. I think she's going to run into some resistance. About right up here and probably double top. But if she can hold this area, that's what we need. We got to hold this area at 19.1 cents. And then we can start looking at 23 or 0.23 cents right up here at the next 50 target. MexC. Now, there are a lot of coins that are getting popular now. More people are talking about. You know, things cycle in, and of course memes have got a lot of attention, but don't forget about the ones nobody's thinking about now, the ones that we had before that were popularly talked about and guys all hopped up about, and we got into them and all everything, and now nobody talks about them anymore. Instead of looking at the ones that pump, sometimes it's good to look on your indices, find the ones that are hurting the most. And Akash, what's going on with you? Are you hurting? Is you hurting? Come here on the daily. This is AKT. I like this project. Oh, look, she came up to our target, the 618 fib, not once, but just twice. Came up and touched the top of the trend line, right there. We're following this one over here. She broke out, came back in. We kept the line. She came back up and touched that line again. Hasn't made it to those targets. May not. She might, though. Who knows? She possibly, this might be the M top, a double top scenario. All right, I'm going to clear her out so I can see my chart. This is a weird one right there. That's crazy. It went up to 716. Now we got to take in some new information here, and it's not very solid, man. It's not, but I don't really like that. We're still in our overall pattern there. Just this guy's getting, I'm going to put him here where I got more touches. So touch there, and then we got our original. Well, if we can tighten it up, that would be cool. Let's tighten it up, the touch. I like that better. The more touches, the better. And let's hope the hell this holds at 426, maybe down to 366, or this 200 moving average. She may be trying that. But overall, our moving averages are all going in the right direction in the bigger time frames. The momentum's up, so this may just be... I wouldn't call it a cup and handle because of this thing right here, but price does rise into it. It does come out. And are you below the 618? No. She might be. She could qualify maybe as a cup and handle. Wow. Anyway, looking for a bounce here and the number go up. Where's it going to go up to? Right. You guys probably want to know that, right?
Life will turn out how you make it. Bet I make you feel amazing. Pressing up against that body, turn you to somebody, to me, let me face it. Pretty soul, I make a face. How did I go from a stranger to someone you hit up when you need a fave? Drop low on occasion, and I bless that heart. 10 down, I'ma hold that line. Only know how to play my part.
Short term, I'd look at 697, 736 in these areas right here. Well, then we'll see. She got a possibility to go higher. Oh, look, there's more stuff. Scroll down, look. Mr. Miles says they're banning everything gas in California. Don't get me started. Man, California was such an awesome place before. I've only been there one time. I was in the La Jolla area, Coronado. I liked it. Except for I got lobster at this restaurant by the beach, and it was the worst lobster I ever had. They just grilled it, and they grilled the shell. It tastes like burnt hair because of the shell. I don't know. I really expected something great. That's my only complaint. Everything else was awesome. Do I have my gas stove when they pry from my cold dead hands, says Mr. Miles. Cali used to be awesome, agree. Oh. It's going to be a bunch of islands, according to Edgar Casey. According to Edgar Casey, it's going to be lots of new beachfront property. There was one of my little picks from back in the day when she was a lot cheaper. She's finding some hardship right now. It's ARC M. Just getting possible bearish retest here. Be great if she can break back into it, but that's not the general rule. We've had that a lot lately, but that's not what generally happens. Generally, you come up retest and then you dump. So when you see that happen, it usually turns out to be something really freaking exciting that you probably want to be a part of. So that's one of the things I preach on my strategy. Break a trend line, and then you got a channel or some kind of pattern if you're looking for that. But it's basically a trend line, and you recover above it. Man, you usually get something really good from that. Take a look at Link. She's been holding up pretty well. Oh, look. She came up and hit a target.
Hit the target. Hit the target. Just go ahead. Just take a shot at the target.
So, daily chart, moving average, 21 moving average is getting ready to cross the 200. Cool. 100 still above it, but she's lowering down. Oh, 9's already above it. We're above the 9 moving average. Well, that says it all. I can't say anything bad about you above the 9. So, I expect us to come back up and touch this $19 area and hopefully break. Oh, no, break on through the other side. Do it, Jim Morrison, baby. Now we got a weird trend line, so we got you can look at it as a secondary trend line here. That would be your line in the sand. In case we decide to not respect that line anymore, probably be the time to think about paying yourself a little bit. Just saying. Shwa! Oh, look, we got a top of a trend line. Anywhere on the top line above the candle that we are currently on is fair game. Right now, that's coming in at 1963. She could pop up there anytime. So when do I say? Well, you got a trend line that tells you, and it's nailed it all these other times. It happens again, it will probably nail it again. But I really want to see it come back up here to $22 again. And shoot for a bigger target, $25 and $29 Link. Come on, baby, you can do it. Bouncing off the bottom of this. Man, this has been a popular pattern. When you zoom out, you can see this so much more clear. And you've seen, man, she'll do it. She'll come up here to the top. If she gets ready, she can. It's unbelievable until you look back and say, gosh darn it. He said it could go there, and it went there. I think we looked at this one more time. Mr. Miles pointed out that it is a government's token, which true it is, but she's worth a lot more than what she used to be. She's going to come up to resistance up here, so my play may be out on this one. Unless there's something extremely bullish. 1 inch. Are you going to show me something extremely bullish? So 1 inch I had seen. Actually, I seen another influencer who when things are down at the bottom and he gets a request to look at them, it's like, I wouldn't touch that. But then when things pump up a few months later, he's talking about, we're talking about it down here. We got to talking about it here. You'd be up, blah, blah. But at the time, if you go back and listen, a lot of the times he's bad-mouthed. He bad-mouthed this one too. And I thought, you're missing an opportunity, dude. She's getting ready to pop. And she did, but now could be getting ready to drop. We're kind of in no man's land. So, am I going to hold this one for a long-term hold? No, probably not. She's down at the bottom. Now, if you're convinced on this one, maybe if things change and 1 inch decides to give money, back to the holders. If they're not scared to be called a security and all that stuff, we get all that stuff straightened out. That's what I want to see from these government's tokens. I want to see them earning. What the hell? That's what they're supposed to be doing. If you hold a token, I not only do you get that vote, you should get something like dividends. I'm all for that, without you requiring you to stake and do all that stuff. They can do that with some of these protocols built on the top of the blockchain, like YFI and things like that. That's what they were supposed to do too. I think eventually one day they will, because I think that's the kind of products that we want to see in DeFi, is the ability to do something like that, where you can do some kind of profit sharing with your token owners We need that ability without it being considered illegal. I don't know. I mean, think about your, man, I don't know, your, we have that strike. The name escapes me for some reason, but we have that co-ops. They're called co-ops. Where they're community owned. They're basically kind of decentralized in a form. But anyway, she's coming up to an area that might be a little iffy. There might be a chance for her to break out, but oh man. Just normally we find resistance here. She had the, I'm at what, 49 now? I had to keep my eye on that. I may be getting out of this one, just depending on what happens over here. So how am I gonna know? I'm gonna draw a trend line. You're gonna draw a trend line? Yep. There I am. Right now, my best bet is this one as my line in the sand where she comes down before 47, get out. But there might be something here. She broke that one, but it looks like she's starting to come up. I'm going to give her a little way. I'm going to wait. If this is a bounce, then we got a new trend line here. I will follow this one and set my stops below this trend line, and then if she breaks it, I'm out, and if she keeps going to the moon, I'm safe. We're good. That's how I work out what I'm going to do. I just worked it out right now. Mr. Miles says, we have legal weed, though, arguably the best in the world. That's a silver lining. They got some legal weed around here in these areas, but I don't know if it's the best in the world. I say a lot of the THCA stuff, which talked about and around or whatever. And why they got to make everything so freaking complicated that they got to start taking these ins and outs through a farm bill, and now they got... Anyway. Everybody thinks it's cool what the DOJ did. What they're doing is handing weed to pharmacies. They're still gonna crack down on weed. They want pharmacy to have it. You don't see it coming yet, but that's what they're doing with the Schedule 3 thing. That's the only reason they need it. That's why it's Schedule 3. Doesn't even make sense for it to be Schedule 3, but that's what they decided to do. Watch what they do next. They're going to give it to the pharmaceutical companies. And that's going to screw out all the grassroots companies that have been fighting for legislation for legalization for so long. It's kind of interesting. Cass is holding strong, but not performing either. It has me worried. It's been stuck in a tight range for too long. That's just because there's so many coins, Mr. Miles. That is going to be the drawback for Cass, but it's going to take a lot to make her move. But the more that they're developing and everything over there, I really want to erase this chart because I got too much crap on it. Too many lines. Maybe if I do this, I'll feel better. Let's get rid of some of these little squiggles and clean up my chart. So she hasn't come back to the bottom trend line yet. That's good. Okay, so I was concerned about this 100 moving average twisting over like she wants to dive down below this. Yeah. And we already had the 50 to do it, so I was a little concerned about that, but this is nice. The prices brought the moving averages up. The 21s cross it, 9s cross it. That's the first signs we need. That could help straighten this little guy back out. That'll kind of ease him out, and we can keep that. And then we got to get this little 50 moving average to come back around, and then we'll get our big golden cross. I don't know if it will happen just how I drew it. It might take a lot more time, but overall, I think she's doing good, man. I mean, we got out of that bad spot where it was down here about 10 cents when she was below this trend line. That's when I was starting to get a little worried because I'm like, man, I mean, I got this play, and I can handle it for so long, but I don't want to ride her down to like 7.5 cents. I can't really swing that. I don't know that I would want to swing that. So we're not doing that. That's cool. Let's see. We got this trend line, which it's holding. Look, I'm on what, the daily chart? I'm on the daily chart, and this one seems to be holding. Let's tighten her up. Put it right there to the bottoms there. Check her out on the smaller time frames to make sure it makes some sense. They are thick so we can see her. This one got a pretty green color. Looks a little different here though. On this time frame, she may have. Moving averages are good. She's flirting with this area here in that green cloud. That could spell maybe a little bit of downside. Retest this 200 moving average area at 13.2. Maybe down to 12.3 where 200 is. I don't see anything really bad. Remember, our main trend line was still this one back here. This is the big one. This is the big guy. And I'll get the majority. I like the wicks or the bodies. And our 21 moving average crossing the 200 is right there at that area. That's good for confluence at 13 if we do get a drop. We're not below the 9 yet on the daily. Daily looks good. The 4 hour looked a little spooked. But still, my Ichimoku cloud, she does have any red showing over here. I'd be looking for that. It could pop up. But she got thin. There could be a bounce over here. There could be a bounce. Would love to see it. I'm looking for 14.4 to eventually kind of get tapped again. We almost tapped it there. Still looking for 16.2 and eventually, was it 20 something? 22 cents, I think. Yeah, 21.2 and 22 cents. Just taking some time there. Probably a lot of people waiting to dump when KR20 and KR721 come out. Hope they don't. XCH is sure hurting to the downside. XCH was Chia. That was that's a token metrics pick, wasn't it? Yeah. I think I still have a little bit of this over on the. Whoa, was that it? I don't think that's the one I'm thinking about. Nah, I'm thinking about XDC. Chia. I'm sure I looked at this before. This looks really familiar to me. Sure I didn't got this? It's got a buy for investor. Market cap 324 million. 24-hour highs, $31. All-time high was $16.45. Oh, do tell. Circulating supplies 10,486,000. Total supplies 31 million. Oh, nice. Look at this. Fundamental grade 71%, valuation grade 94%, technology grade 88%, and investor grade 78%. That looks so juicy. I know we've done this before. I know we looked at this before. I'm just like, build on better, more secure, the new standard digital infrastructure and blockchain technology engineered to enable, empower, and innovate. What the hell? Unwavering security, regulatory compliance. What? Transforming carbon markets with IFC. I've been thinking that they're talking about carbon reduction. I think that we're the carbon they're trying to reduce. Uses Chia's Layer 1 blockchain technology and a data layer application to harmonize carbon registry data. Improve trust and collaboration amongst parties. Who's behind this? The company. Blockchain technology built the way it was meant to be. We did it from the ground up. Okay, regulatory compliance. Something smells funny here. I don't know. I mean, it looks great. It does, but maybe it's so much tuned to legacy that it just, you know, they got downloads. Okay. The team. Let's see the team. Come here, the team. Okay, founded 2017, founded 40 members. Dr. William Blanc. A chief metaverse officer. All right. Let's take a look at Chia. Yeah. Well, you got to say she's at the bottom in the accumulation. Definitely right there's a good line to go with. There's a good shorter term target at 75. Yeah, that's right here at that 236 area too. This one got it for what, 1600 or something, right? It doesn't show it on this particular chart, but I thought I remember seeing that. Definitely did a hockey stick, but she made a higher high over here on the daily. But I mean, she was here. She came down, made her lowest low, and then she started making, you know, higher lows and higher highs, and then she finally topped out over all these areas. So that's a good sign. And then she lost this main trend line, barely retested it here. That's why these lines, I pay attention to them. And when you see me talk to them, I say they got to get above that, or else we're just going to do this stuff and maybe try to get on our own trajectory, but nothing else. It's just not good. It can go sideways and go down, or go, you know, the great part is over. For right now, anyway. Shoulder, head and shoulder to the downside. And every time I see that, I laugh, because now I'm just going to say, yeah, it's probably going up. You have a... if anybody calls a shoulder, head and shoulder, this is a top reversal pattern. If you're familiar with your patterns, you look at them at places like up here. You look for them up here. You don't look at them for bottoms. And I wonder, because I see them happen more and more now too, and I'm thinking, I think there's the market maker software. I think I've been told that they can print patterns by the mentor that was in one of the trading groups I used to belong to. He would come out and say that they would get in touch with him and say, what do we need to do? What pattern do we need to print, when they were trying to talk you over or buy you to shield you, have you shield a coin or something like that. He was telling the stories about that kind of thing, and they would ask him, what kind of pattern do we need it to print? So I believe that they have the ability to do that, and the more that I see stupid stuff like this, I'm kind of convinced that they probably do. So I'm looking her up. I'm just going to call up just on that general principle alone, just because there is a bearish top, shoulder, head and shoulder, which this one is higher than this one anyway, which would makes it not really make that much sense anymore. I'm calling up just based on that. I could be totally wrong. She might just dump, but I'm calling up just based on that. That's not supposed to be there. Speaking of cash, we get those ASICs back online. Man, I need to, because I'd build up, you know, you gotta, I guess, for your percentage of the pool or whatever, you kind of earn it the more you're there. They know you're not going to jump in and out, pool hop. But yeah, it's been probably going on 2 weeks now, or getting close to. I got you. It's the router password with my wife and all this stuff, and it's, I don't know. I don't have the password to the router. So I've got to go finagle it there, whatever.
Okay.
And we can't seem to match up the times to do that. Or she don't know how to, I don't know. Or she don't know what the password is. I don't know, man, but I'm going to change that. I'll buy a dang new router if I have to. Probably won't, but say that out of frustration. Hey, Floki Toshi, how's it going? Thinking about you earlier today, my man. I just looked at, yeah, take a look at this. I looked at it, I believe yesterday. Floki, okay, she's moving. Cool. So Floki, safe moon right here. And transparency, I do have a little bit of this. I bought some of this somewhere down here, and after she did this and came down, I put a little bit more into it too, because I was like, dang, I missed it. But she came up to this Fibonacci area, 0.0, 8 zeros and 1204, and then came back down. And now we're moving. Didn't come back to the trend line, and we talked about that earlier. That could be a good sign, right? When you have a trend line and the price doesn't come back and meet it. So she can get over and make a higher high than what we did over here, and she's almost about to. Are you going up right now? How about you check my portfolio? I hadn't looked.
Yeah, okay.
So I made some B&B off of this guy. So I can't. It's one of the few meme coins I jumped into early on. Oh crap! What'd I do? I got you on Trust Wallet, I believe. Okay. Up 15% today. That's nice. Nice. Can we get you up there again? Still looking for those guys up there. So can I move that? So we're going to use a fib here. Swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. And yeah, we got you. Adjust you just a hair for our new level there. So I at least see this, but okay. Let me look on the bigger picture here. We got 886. And our 786. Okay, we got that. I'm keeping that. Oh, don't erase it. Don't erase it. Okay, so yeah, I'm keeping the same targets. Same targets are at play. So I'm looking for us to come back up and touch that. That price would, from where we are now, would still be about 75% gain. So if anyone was interested in this or this type of play, this is how you would play it. We got a high here. You would wait till price comes up there and either buy the retest or buy the breakout. That way you confirm that we've got a higher high. Or you could wait till we get our higher high and then it might come down and make a higher low. This is what I do. I'm just telling you. This is how I play it. And I'll wait for the higher low. But you do have the breakout strategies that can go. Those are the basic first ones you ever learn when you start trading. Buy high and sell higher. Cool. Glad to see him moving. Unless Chia has changed in the past few years, it's trash, says Mr. Miles. They did say they were, they've been around for a while, huh? Yeah. Can you reset the router's password, but everything on the network will need to be reconnect with the new password? I think it's a firewall issue or something. I really don't know. All I know is that when I turn my monitors on, the screen just comes up like a website you can't connect to. Just that white screen with the little bitty blue box that says whatever. So it's not letting, it's not even, normally they'll broadcast out their little Wi-Fi thing or something, right? Or login, the login screen. I don't get that, or so I'm not sure. I've been through this before, but gosh, I don't know. It's just, if nothing else, turn your phone's Wi-Fi sharing on and use it as a hotspot. Well, see, I can't tell it what. I don't have that ability. All I got is LAN to go through there. Because I mean, when I turn the machine on, it gives me nothing to log into or whatsoever, so I can't. And I don't see it through my phone either. Turn your phone sharing, Jesus. But yeah. I'll get it figured out. I just hadn't wanted to go through the headache. But I need to do it quick because I'm missing out on some income. It's dwindling down every day. All right, guys, the time is 11:47. I'm going to go ahead and call it a day here. Never mind, I forgot your boomerang. Ha 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 ha. Mr. Miles. Hey, appreciate your hanging out, Strega. Mr. Miles, you definitely sound interesting. Our personality types are they would, yeah, our cognitive functions. We got a couple that are the same, and then we got the other two that just kind of complement each other. You should have, like, I think you got introverted feeling and external thinking, if I remember right, and I've got internal thinking with extroverted feeling. We both got the introverted intuition and the extroverted sensing, and so we see a lot of the same patterns and things stick out to us that, you know, we get. It's okay, some of them are technologically retarded. Actually, I was big into tech until just a few years ago, and then I'm like, you know what? Because I've sit there and argued with it for so much, like with 3D printers and this and that, and having to go through all the software stuff. But that's what gets me, the software stuff, because I'm not a software guy. I have to learn it as I go and all that Arduino stuff, and I'm like, no, I'm drawing the line here. I'm not getting that nerdy. You ever look at CSPR? I do, but just not tonight because I'm closing out the stream. It's time for me to go. But I'll put it on the list for tomorrow, my friend.
Yeah.
Casper, take a look at that. Selena says, Jasmine hit my 0.37 target. Let's go. There you go, girl. Yeah. Is she still going? Well, it's not fair for me to do. Okay. Technically, I get out of here at 12. I got 10 minutes. Okay, we'll still 10 minutes. So I'll take a look at Casper, and then I gotta go look at Jasmine because we gotta celebrate this for Celinda. Because that was the target she picked. That's awesome. So, Casper. Where do we want to look at this? Probably okay. Bitcoin looks good. Oh gosh darn it, what? She's in her buy zone from way back in the day. It's still a good buy zone in my personal opinion, unless she's coming down to what gets wicked off and gets candlestick. Sometimes not. Dang, that looks nasty right there. That's probably an anomaly. Last time I looked at this was from this move when she was in this megaphone pattern that played like they're supposed to. This is how they're supposed to play. And we got 3 touches on them, 3 major touches. 4 if you count a double top. Cool. Now what do we got? Taking our new information here. Let me see what this wick says.
Away from the bottom feeders. It just me on my album, don't need a feature. Couldn't walk in my shoes, not a kilometer, not a centimeter.
I think the wick is just an anomaly. It's probably some big, maybe an exchange fluke. There's not a whole lot of volume there, man. So I would say, I mean, she's in a buy zone if you believe in this project. I still think that that buy zone sticks. You just basically got this kind of thing going on, downward channel. So we just need to break out of these. We got to get past this area here. She's just, she may be doing a double bottom in this area. She may just be hanging out here for a while. There's nothing that looks really awesome about it at the moment, other than, you know, this respecting that candle body area and came back down and retested it and seems to be doing okay. It's like another slow reaccumulation, but you can probably see some spikes up like that. So putting some sell orders. You've got a channel, and every channel has a midline, which for this one would be right through here. And so those would make good targets, and then also you got your fibs from swing high to swing low. For this one, that 382 area and the 618 area, that would be some good targets. All right, that didn't take too long. And let's take another look at Jasmine over here. Where's the chart we looked at last night? Because I gave another target.
After hours late in the night until we see the sun shine, it's like we chasing the light. Lover ain't a fighter, to be honest, cause I fight for what I love. Got me feeling like Adonis. Love every color and every creed.
Oh, is it this one? I think this was it.
Like a coin between the crease. I was moving like a dog, running around without a leash. Moving like a monster, found the beauty in the beast. That's what you did. Love I got for you was deep rooted, and everybody.
Nice. So yeah, she came up to, ooh, just on this one, just right under, just right there at 37. Didn't even hit my particular mark there. She went through 35 up to 37. So congratulations. And then we got the higher target, maybe a 0.039. That may still be coming. That may still be coming. She's got this trend line. Oh, well, that's not a great trend line. I mean, it was at the time, I guess, but let's see what we got now. Sweet. This is the cool thing, all right? Yeah, she broke out of here, out of this channel. I'm pissed because I'm not in this. I thought I was in Jasmine, I'm not. I was, though. I was. When was this? Was it May? Darn it. Anyway. But shout out to everybody that is. So cool. So breaking out of this, now she could retest this. We could see that. That just gives you chances to buy in. But I would say that 3.9 area may be there. And then don't forget, you got to measure move, which she might blast through too. What I would look for, because what we've seen recently with some things that are doing this, just as a cautionary tale, is that, you know, price can come up and you know, look real bullish. Maybe it can come up and meet the measure move and everything, but or maybe not go that far, but come back to the trend line and then come back into the pattern. So we want to try to avoid that with this trend line. So if you see this major trend line broken, that might be what we're looking at happen, and then she could come all the way back to the bottom of the pattern. We had an example of that earlier, spelled out that earlier perfectly on one of the charts we looked at tonight. So don't want to see that happen, but yeah, he's still got a good play going on here. So I think she's still got some more coming. Good plays, Linda. Good play. Now let's see. This is the 1 hour, and that's where we get this major trend line. Now, I would suggest this on this 1 hour, or maybe even a smaller time frame. Now that we got this bounce up here, that's our new, technically a channel, but we got a trend line. Now you got a line in the sand where you can definitely take some profit or put a stop loss or something if you want to go that way, and you can kind of identify where the channel will be. You can take it out to the wicks there if you want to go for the end, but it gives us some room to kind of bounce up and down in and until this trend line breaks. But Ichimoku Cloud says there's still some possibly some more upside to go, so cool. So congratulations, hitting your target. That's what it's about. You made a plan and then you executed it. What more can you ask for than that? That's awesome. I think get more insight if we do this as your channel though. Yeah, that would give you, yeah, zooming out. Zooming out will help more than anything. So we were looking at, yeah, let's don't even do that. Let's go with the big one. Cool. Congratulations. All right, it is midnight. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope to see you tomorrow. And just trade carefully. Tomorrow's going to be look for the usual weekend chop, but there may be a surprise pump toward, you know, Saturday night, late Saturday night, early Sunday. Seems to be when they like to pull that off. Keep an eye on what they're doing. That's nice though, Jasmine. Congratulations. Disclosure, I would look at it, but I just did 2 extra, but I'll put it on the list for tomorrow night, I promise. All right, good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.
Come on, come here, boy. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice. You won't make it to the finish line.
I thought I did. I think I ended up with the MexC. They're supposed to be doing KYC or whatever they're doing next month. I think I liquidated it over there because it was in profit and it was on Ethereum, and I didn't want to pay the fees to move it. I think that's what happened because I can't find any record that I've transferred it anywhere. I'm hoping I've got it back hidden somewhere. Another disadvantage for having too many freaking tokens, people. Don't do it.
Talking about big cash, that's the minimum. I'm done with this trash.
Good night, John boy.